Hello everyone, and welcome to your warrior routine. As many of you know, these routines last for 45 minutes. This is where we take you deeper, not only into your body, but as well as into your mind. This takes more focus, more patience, and more awareness. But it's definitely worth it. The challenge will be worth it. We're going to start today's routine in a saddle position. Our saddle position will be knees wide apart, toes together, spine tall. If you are able to lean back or lie back, please feel free. This first position will only be for 2 minutes. While you're in the pose, I want you to pay attention to the target areas. The target areas are your quadriceps, your knees, your ankles, and your toes. I want you to feel sensation in those areas, but without feeling extreme sensation. Remember, we don't have to go to our fullest depth to get the benefit. Now, while you're feeling, I want you to try to soften into those areas. I also want you to start to focus on your breathing. The breathing should be a deep breath as well as a fluid breath, and if you can, only breathe in and out of your nose. So combined breathing with softness within the targets will be one of your greatest allies and will help increase the effectiveness of what we're doing. This saddle position is still for another minute and 10 seconds. So for your last minute and 10, soften, focus, and give us some time to work on you. "40 seconds to go. And the time is up for this position. Now, please slowly transition. Even the transition should be a little longer, a little bit more time within each pose. So from saddle, the next pose is the frog. I want you to set yourself up with your knees wide apart and your body parallel to the ground. If you want to widen through your feet, you can. That's a variation. Just the same, your feet close together is another variation. But ultimately, you should feel this in your groin. This frog position will be another 2-minute pose. So the frog for 2 minutes, starting now. And still, a minute and a half to go. Please embrace the longer mentality. Please take advantage of that. This is the time that you get out of your day to completely unplug, to focus, and to give your body and some mind some time to completely relax from everything else that you're doing. This not only is beneficial to your body, it's beneficial to your mind. I am increasing the calmness within my mind. That speeds up my recovery and that optimizes my performance. Think beyond just the muscular flexibility for these routines. Yes, that's part of the benefit, but it goes so much more further than that. And 10 seconds left, everyone. Just the last few moments here. And the time is up for the frog. Now, just lie down on your stomach, and we'll just enjoy a moment as we transition out of that frog, which can be intense for a lot of us. Our next pose is targeting the shoulders and the torso and the upper body. It's called puppy dog. So I want you to transition into your puppy dog pose. Arms are forward, palms down, forehead or throat or chin to the ground. Tailbone slopes up. Our puppy dog will be 2 minutes. Again, same as all poses. Focus on the target areas, stay calm in the mind, and focus as well on the breath that should be deep and moving through your nose. You have 30 seconds to go for this position. Again, 30 seconds left, everyone. Time is up for this pose. Now, I just want you to lie down again on the ground, and we will take a short rebound here. These short rebounds will last anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute and a half. So everybody just lie down and relax. All right, let's continue. We are going to go into some longer positions now. The next pose is going to be a right side dragon. Please set up for a right side dragon, knowing that the right dragon will target the back left leg. It's nice if you can keep your spine tall and feel sensation in the back leg. But really, any which way that you prop your body, as long as you feel it in the back left leg and somewhat in the front right leg, you're doing the pose fine. This will now be a 4-minute pose. This can be challenging to be in this position for that long. This is why we recommend using a folded blanket underneath your back knee and also using a kettlebell or a block in your left hand. This allows the body to be more comfortable within the pose. The longer the position, the more important it is to really focus on the breathing. Continue to relax in the target areas. Continue to breathe deeply into the pose. You are now coming up on your halfway point. So you have 2 minutes and about 10 seconds left for the pose. Remember, time is your ally. You need to be patient, but time is a good thing. When we're in these positions for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 4 minutes, not only are we stretching the belly of the muscle, we are also stressing the fascia, especially around the joint capsules. This is one of the huge benefits that you're going to find doing these long postures. This is the only way to strengthen those joint capsules. So sit there and trust this is absolutely necessary. Now just 30 seconds left. "20 seconds. I want you to be aware that our next position, we're going to keep our legs in the same position. Last 10 seconds. Leaving your legs exactly the same for the most part. Please come into lizard on the right side. This combination of dragon to lizard is a very intense combination. Again, there's no way that I programmed this for you unless we didn't believe it was incredibly powerful for you to do. Forearms on the floor, inside, head dangling free. This will be 4 minutes in our lizard. This basic lizard, the spine is rounded, the head and neck are dangling, the stomach is soft. You're feeling somewhat in the front right gluteal group, especially if you let your knee lean out to the right. You're also feeling some in your back left leg and a little bit in that spine as you curve. 3 minutes and 30 seconds for this pose. Again, this long combo is one of the more intense combinations that we program. You need to focus and you need to breathe. You can do this. You can breathe through this. It is uncomfortable, yes, but you will get through it. You are beyond your halfway. You're looking at 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Just keep breathing deep. Sit there. Stay calm in your mind. This is a technique that develops over time. It's called equanimity. My ability to be non-reactive, mentally speaking, even though I am really uncomfortable. Use this to develop that equanimity. Use this to strengthen your mind. Last minute. All right, the time is up for this position. I want you to transition out of it extra slow because of that length of duration between the last two poses was literally 8 minutes. Without taking a short rebound, we are going to go into our left side. Please step left foot forward, dragon position with the spine tall. Pat up the back knee, use any props, anything that you need to optimize the sensations within the target areas. It's all about being comfortable and relaxed. Dragon position for 4 minutes has begun. Your left leg will never feel the same as your right leg. At least, it's a very rare thing if it does. These bodies are not symmetrical. Not even with your face is your left side the same as your right side. So you need to approach the left leg very gentle and very intuitively. I don't just expect to go to the same place. I have to listen closely to the nerve endings. I have to find my right place within it. And I have to be creative and flexible within the pose to find my place on this side. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Just stay in the pose and relax. You are now at the halfway point for this left side dragon. 2 minutes left. 30 seconds. You're just about there. But remember, the next pose will be the same leg position. If you're newer to the Warrior Series routines, just know that even though we're saying to hold this pose for 4 minutes and the next pose for another 4 minutes, if at any point it becomes overwhelming, you can always put the routine on pause, stand up, take a little break, or just do a short rebound, and then rejoin when you feel like you're ready. Now it's time for the basic lizard. Please bring your forearms on the floor on the inside. You can let your knee flare out to the left. You can let your body round and stomach soften. Left side, lizard position, basic style, 4 minutes. You are coming up on the halfway point. So everyone, 2 minutes in the lizard. Under your last minute. The last minute is usually the most intense for a long-held pose. As a reminder, the more you can focus on your breathing, the easier it will be for you to get through these positions. Your breathing stimulates your nervous system in a way that is your body's natural way to stay relaxed. Please tap into that system. All right, the time is up, and it's now time to go into our next pose. This is kind of the peak for this routine today. This next pose is Fragen. We like to challenge y'all with Fragen by increasing the duration of time within the pose. Again, mainly, this is to challenge your mind, but this is also a wonderful pose that challenges your groin and through your hips. So please get yourself in a right side fragment position. Right side fragment position. Back leg will be bent, front leg is bent like a dragon. Your forearms on the floor. Now, brace yourself. This will be a 6-minute fragment position. This is not going to be easy. The time has already started. Try to stay calm. Try to be less reactive to the duration of the time, but also know that you can be flexible within your own system and you can come out early or modify. 6-minute fragment will challenge you, but you will get through it. I will let you know when you're at your halfway point. Remember, feel free to modify the pose, to use props in the pose, to come out early. That's all fine. Even when you're in the pose, if you need to squeeze the muscle groups just to make sure that you know you're squeezing, that's fine. All those little variations and modifications are welcomed. They're all part of the experience. But the main thing is that you sit there and you stay passive. You sit there and you focus on your breathing. These are the main techniques and the tools. You are under 5 minutes. You have 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. You're almost to your halfway point for this pose. So we're now looking at 3 minutes on this right side fragment. Try to stay aware if you're clenching or resisting or you're fighting the position. Try to be aware of how you're reacting mentally in this long, long pose. If you're challenged with this position, then I hope that you're happy, because that challenge is benefiting you. If you have an easy time in this long 6-minute fragment, also I hope you're happy, because for you, this is maintaining. You don't want to have a hard time with it. This, in the end, is claiming what's rightfully yours. Full range of motion throughout your body. At some point, you'll see that if you do fight these positions, at some moment within the time, the only way is to surrender. You have to make that conscious, intelligent decision to not fight it. We are now close to the last minute for this pose. You now have 60 seconds to go. Slow down your breathing. Slow down your breathing. Take a longer inhale. Take a longer exhale. "30 seconds. Remember, there's no such thing as mental stress unless you're creating it. Work on it now. Give me another inch, another millimeter, just a little bit more. And even that little bit more might just be ultimately within your mind. The time is up, so slow, everyone, slow, slowly come out of the pose. Just for a second, sit back into a child's position. We need to reset. It was a long pose. Also know that after this left side fragging, we're done with this routine today. So you've honestly basically made it. Let's come into a hands and knees and let's step the left foot forward and back. Bend the back leg so it kickstands. Fragging on the left side, 6 full minutes starting now. Now you know you can get through it because you just got through it on the other side. You know it'll be worth it because it felt so good coming out of it on the other side, and it will feel that good on this side. Part of the pleasure and the sensations that your body will be feeling when you're done with this routine come through the fact that you have to do the routine. You have to go through the positions and the time. There are no shortcuts. This just takes time. You are now 2 minutes in, and you still have 4 minutes to go. Just little by little, we are chipping away at the time in this pose. In many ways, this is the mental fitness aspect of the ROMWOD routine. When my body is at the edge of my physical conditioning, whether that be in training or that be in a deep stretching position, I have the choice at my fingertips. Can I lean into it calmly? Can I stay with my breathing? Can I stay connected to why I chose to do this in the first place, my intentions? Right now, that's all at your fingertips. Trust in the wisdom of the positions and trust in why you chose to do this in the first place. This is exactly why you started this program. You are at the halfway point. You now have 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. 1 minute and 30 seconds. We're just about there. One last minute. All right, that's going to do it for this frag position on the side. Please come out of it slowly, and let's lie down for our final rebound for this routine. I want you to take 5 full minutes of just complete rest. I want you to allow the last 40 minutes of non-stop effort in a surrendering effort to just acclimate and synthesize. You officially made it, and that was not easy, and congratulations for you. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We know this is going to improve your training. Stay consistent, stay consistent, stay consistent. We'll see you next time.